Hey y'all, how's it going? Um, I actually wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about the twin flame journey. I get a lot of people coming and asking if their twin's gonna come back or when they're gonna come back and do they still love me and yeah, I can look into the cards and tell you, you know, this, that, or the other thing. And oh my god, these glasses. Found a new pair and I basically they're crap. But that's what I get for buying a pair of glasses without a pair of glasses. Anyways, the twin flame journey, guys, is basically a solo journey. Alright? When we meet our twins, and they're like a mirror opposite of the things that most of the time are missing out of our lives. And that gives us an idea of what we need to work on to put those things back into our lives. And sometimes we stumble. But then you get back up and you keep on going. And then okay, maybe I wasn't trying to make this video just yet. I thought I was. Sorry guys, still a little fresh. So if I stop and restart, just know that it is what it is. Anyways, but it is a solo journey. I've spent the better part of 2 years now. Well, the first year recovering and healing, but we know depression can be a huge impact on somebody's life, and it was definitely a huge impact on mine. Of coming up out of that depression and realizing my gifts, using them, coming on here, starting this channel, and thank you, by the way, to all of those that have subscribed and stayed with me this whole time. You are all a godsend, and I love you dearly. And even I, on this journey, am still learning things. It's kind of funny. For me, and this journey of healing, self-discovery, and all that, it's all part of the journey. I've realized that I was an extremely needy little lady. Needy in some ways. And I had to learn to pull back. Which I did. And learn how to stand up for myself, because I did not do that. Even as I'm a Sag and I'm a fire sign, but because of past relationships, I became extremely clingy. Just so happened I ran into a twin that was the exact opposite of clinging. And on his end, I think, I cannot say for him personally, that would be on him to sit there and, but from what my guides have told me and from what I've learned, came from someplace that was the exact opposite. For him, when I was offering was considered manipulation and control. Anyways, guys, like I was saying, this journey is a journey of self-discovery. And I know a lot of people tend to, people say, romanticize the journey. And for a lot of us, we've come to find out that that is the complete opposite of what is actually happening. Because twins don't always end up together. And sometimes you have to sit there and pull back your energy and close that door to heal. To start over. To give yourself the chance to be happy. Because even if we choose to move forward and we choose to do the work that needs to be done to improve ourselves and to improve our lives and to move forward and become whole people, that doesn't mean the other half of this journey has to do the same. I, for one, found out personally that that was the exact opposite of what was happening. Excuse me.
Dude, seriously, do not unplug the light.
Oh my god. Do puppies grow up anytime soon? Seriously. Levity. Oh my god, I keep forgetting it's on the opposite side. Anyways. And that he has chosen to stay stuck in the exact position I left him in. And you know what? That's okay. That's his prerogative. If he chooses to, how did somebody put it, be happy in his misery, then more power to him. I, for one, choose to move on and be happy for me. To be happy in the fact that there's somebody out there that wants what he threw away, because dude, he threw it away. And if he doesn't want it, cool, fine, no problem. I'm all for it. I mean, granted, it still hurts, as you can tell by the start of the video. But after 2 years, I was finally able to close that door and stand up for myself. Because in all of that time, in this past 2 years, it was still my fault that we didn't work out. And I was like, you know, but, you know, it is. Oh my god, seriously, freaking dogs. No! Anyways, the healing process takes a while, okay? This has been a 2-year journey for me. From, well, actually 3 altogether, if you count the, anyways. It's been a long road, and it hasn't been an easy one. The self-discovery, the learning where my own insecurities came from, learning to heal those, and finally taking that really big step to understand that, you know, it is what it is. This isn't a romantic journey. This isn't some, um, this isn't always, let me rephrase that, always a happily ever after ending. Because even if we choose to move forward, heal, and do what's best for us, that does not in any way mean the other person has to do it. They can choose to be stuck for the rest of their damn lives, and you know what? That's just fine. You can choose to be stuck all you want. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I, for one, choose to move forward, choose to admit my shortcomings, choose to work on them, and choose to find someone that is going to love and respect me as much as I love and respect me. And that's just the way it is. Am I angry with my twin? No. I'm not. Because even in that final goodbye, I was taught a huge lesson. And that was that sometimes they just choose to stay stuck. And then we have to close the door and move on. Another thing I learned during this journey was you cannot do the healing that needs to be done for somebody else. You have to be willing to do it for yourself. It's self-discovery. It's not, oh, let me discover this for so-and-so. No, that doesn't work. I was talking to somebody and we were talking about twins, and I was telling them about an experience where I got out of my car to go into work one day, and I looked up and I said, I've done all of this. Why isn't he back yet? And it came back, because you did it all for him. And I'm like, oh, shit, yeah. Okay. Point taken. I was doing everything in order to get him back. I wasn't doing it. Damn thing. That drives me nuts. I wasn't doing it to heal and evolve and grow and learn the lessons that I needed to learn. I was basically still stuck in that one little spot. And so I had to rethink everything. One of my biggest problems, and I'll be honest, was abandonment. Oh my fucking God. I would cling to that person because I was so afraid of getting left behind that I would stranglehold, you know? Because I had always, most of the men in my life had all up and left for one reason or another. At least all the ones I had given my whole heart to. My father, my grandfather, although my grandfather was in death, but I was still really young. And so on and so forth. So I would always wind up in shitty relationships because of being clingy and, wanting that feeling of belonging. that I belonged to somebody. I was important to somebody. And it turned out I wasn't important at all because all I was doing was putting this fucking welcome mat on my damn back and they were using it to wipe their fucking feet. So one of the major things I had to learn was that I could not be clingy. That I'm a complete person. I'm a whole person. I'm a person of worth. I know I had to learn where my respect, my boundaries, and my unconditional love for myself was. And I've done that. Now, granted, I am far from being completely healed. I still have things to learn. But I've also noticed that as I learn them, my abilities are becoming even more prevalent and growing as my learning process does. Like I said, yesterday was a turning point for me. I closed a door that I had left open, even with just a little crack for the past 2 years. Hoping, but I found out through some communication that the other half of that scenario had not moved on at all. That it was all still my fault. I was solely responsible for how it ended. And you know what? That's okay. Because I, in my heart, know I wasn't solely responsible. It takes two, guys. It takes two people to make a relationship. It takes two people to destroy a relationship. I did have my faults in it. I'm here to sit there and admit them. I had my faults. But in learning what those were, I learned to grow and evolve from those faults. And I can finally move forward. I can finally close that door that I had left cracked open for so fucking long. Because I found out I may have worked on mine, and like I said, that's okay. Because he has his reasons for being the way he is. And the only thing I can do is hope that someday he realizes that not everybody is going to try and manipulate or control him. And that there are women out there that when, you know what, it doesn't matter. That there are still good women on this earth. Still good women that, you know what, fuck it. That don't use love, caring, and commitment as a form of control. That sometimes love, caring, and commitment is just that. Love, caring, and commitment. That's it, dude. It's like, that's it. Now, did I go about it the wrong way? Probably. Yeah, well, it is what it is. I definitely gotta go through and do this. Anyways. This one will never make books. I think I'll go live with this. I'll keep this one personal. For just me. Same way I have the rest of them. Figured out it's okay to be alone. It's okay to be solo. Granted, there are times that I still crawl into bed at night and wish there was somebody there to hold me tight. I don't. I do. You know, I don't. I do still wish that. But I know that someday I will find it. And when I do, it's going to be real. It's not going to be a twin flame journey that I've imagined. We're going to end with this really great fairy tale of working everything out. No. It's going to be real. Sometimes they're here for a season, sometimes they're here for a lifetime, but they're always here to teach us a lesson. Sometimes it's a boop, wake your fucking ass up lesson. Other times it's a, hey, here I am lesson. And sometimes it's a lesson that takes you on a really beautiful journey of self-discovery. But remember, with every journey of self-discovery is a whole shitload of pain. But when you work through it, when you deal with it, when you come out the other end, you come out stronger, you come out wiser, and you come out even more beautiful than you went in. And that will show on the inside and the out. But remember, don't ever wish them harm. Call on the archangels, call on whoever, send them to them for healing. Don't ever wish them harm. Wish them love, wish them light. Wish them a good, happy life. Because they were put there for a reason. They were put there to show you how strong, beautiful, independent, and wonderful people you are. They were put here to show us our worth, to show us our value, our boundaries, all of it. They were put here to show us a better way to live. Alright guys, I love you. I will talk to you later on tonight. Y'all be safe.